is it not? Okay, let's try that again. Here we go. There we go. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. And oh my God, I was like, it was kind of crazy. It was, I went over on Game Times Brian's chat, and it was like,
ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
It was crazy. I don't know. There was a guy that was on there that's an Eagle fan who's up there talking about that they's the gold standard and Jalen Hurts has done laps around Dak Prescott and everything else. And then the stream kept freezing up, and I'm just like, I don't know what the hell's going on around here. It got so bad that Dirty Sanchez said, I'm out of here. And if Dirty Sanchez is out, it's pretty bad. So I've got it is Sunday evening, 5:00. We are a month and a day away from training camp for the players heading there. And I've got my crew here. I want to know, how's everybody doing today? How are we doing this evening?
Doing all right. Although I am a little concerned that I'm looking at playing Madden, and all of a sudden they're saying that it's showing Micah Parsons for the cover of Madden 25, and I'm thinking, don't put him on there. That curse is real.
Oh man, Madden curse. Don't do that. But yeah, that stream was lagging. Yeah, sometimes I think because here's the problem. You want to know what the real problem is with the stream for Brian? He's in Eagle territory. The shit is old and broke down. It's just trash up there. That's. I got to tell him all the shit with the Eagles. It's trash up there. Now see, I'm in the Washington D.C. area. Usually don't see my stuff lagging. Randy Seitz is our first one in the house. What's up? Randy's doing a whole lot better. I am glad to say. Yeah, he's on. He says, hi, Mark. Tracy says, oh, my goodness. She's like, she can't believe that you're on. She is happy. She's so happy that you're doing good there, buddy. We're a month away from training camp, everybody. And I am still concerned about the defensive line. I did see Mr. 5-time Super Bowl champion, and I met the sweetest little lady that was in line in front of us. It was funny because me and Mike were talking, it was after we got Charles Haley and everything else. And it's like, okay. And I'm shooting the video, and I was like, so we just got the 5-time world champion, Charles Haley. She turns and said, yes, the very first one. Tom Brady was not the first one. Charles was. I'm like, okay. I said, she's spicy. She's a little tiny one, and she's spicy. And so I asked her about her thoughts about Dak Prescott. And I'm trying to remember exactly what she said, but she said, Dak's our quarterback. If they don't like it, they can. I was like, whoa, she's really spicy. So she was definitely a Dak Prescott fan and such. But we're on the verge of training camp a month away. And I'm worried still about the defensive line. Charles said, he said, don't worry about it. They're going to be good this year. He said, they're going to be good. Now, just Charles. Now, he also said he doesn't remember a lot from back in the day in college and stuff. So I don't know what to think. I still think we need some more help on the defensive line. The Cowboys, of course, are the bargain basement shoppers. Are you guys concerned?
Not me.
No, I think they'll be okay. I think they're going to surprise us up front.
Okay.
I'm thinking let's wait this out, see how it looks come training camp, because I'm still a little skeptical about the D tackle position. Pass rushers, I think we're good. D tackle, I'm still a little skeptical on that one.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting a lot on to Mozzie Smith and hoping he turns around. I still believe that some of Mozzie's problems were one, not getting on the field a lot, and of course being a rookie, it takes time to get there. but they seem to have faith in him. Up here's Walker Wade. It's a party now. Let's see if he's bringing the heat. Give him the heater, because man, he was going at it with whoever that guy was.
Yeah,
on there. That
true.
Shit was crazy. There's Walker Wade up, and then
Wade, you're muted.
the COD show. Okay, that's a new one.
I'm tired of fighting with Eagles fans. I'm tired.
Is he a channel member of his? I mean, what was the deal with that guy?
No, Brian just let him in out of courtesy.
Okay, all right. So
we're about to have Leo come on here. I love you, Leo. It's going to be another Eagles Cowboys stream. It is. It's
oh no. But see, okay, I'm going to say the guy that they had on there, he was just obnoxious. And
Yes.
and this is when I talk about Eagle fans being so arrogant. This guy is delusional. I mean, we're delusional.
I can't stand the Eagles.
No, but we're the gold standard. The gold standard.
I tell you,
Nobody pegged the.
What are you talking about? Gold standard. You just choked the Super Bowl away. You literally were Super Bowl favorites, and you went and took a nosedive and lost 6 of 7 games going down the stretch.
Is this a legitimate statement, Mark? Gold standard franchises are franchises that have won multiple Super Bowls in a decade.
Yeah,
that would be like,
okay.
Like
wait. No, Wade.
Cowboys.
They have not won multiple Super Bowls in a decade. They've won one in 5 decades.
No, I know that. I was telling him that he wasn't a gold standard. I said I believe gold standard franchises are ones that have won 3 or more Super Bowls in a decade.
Yeah, for this decade, it looks like it might be.
Steelers, Patriots,
49ers,
Cowboys,
right.
Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, teams that New England, right? That's a gold standard. I don't know how you look in, because here's the problem. The only way they can turn around and say that they're the gold standard is if you say that regular season's wins counts.
Right.
Okay? And division titles, but we've got as many division titles, if not more, than they do over the last 15 years. Am I wrong on that?
No, we do. Yeah,
You're telling me that one Super Bowl win makes you a gold standard?
I'm just saying the Eagles haven't even dominated a decade yet. Like they haven't even dominated one decade.
Nope, they have not.
No.
I mean, at least the Cowboys have dominated one decade in the 90s. And hell, if they would have beat the Steelers in one of those Super Bowls, they would have dominated the 70s.
Yep.
Shoot, if we'd have won all 5 in the 70s, we'd have been the team of that decade.
Yep. Should have beat the Baltimore Colts in that first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
If it wasn't for a one fumble, I think Dallas.
What the hell happened? That escalated quickly.
I don't know, Brian. How did you let it get out of control?
Everybody's like take control. What do you want me to do, man?
It's Eagles, Cowboys game.
Oh, see, somebody said his name. Somebody said his name. Damn. No, but at least he at least is controlled Eagle fan. But Brian, is that guy a channel member?
No.
And you let him on your men? Then why did you?
I
How's
know.
he get in? How's he get in then?
Well, there's not. I only have like 20 some channel members. If I would be doing a show by myself, nobody wants to come on other than Troy and Loyal. You have people on here that aren't channel members.
No, I don't.
You told me you did.
No, I don't. The only way you get a link on this is to go to the community tab where it's members only is the link.
Okay, well.
Anybody in here not a channel member?
I'm a channel member.
I am. Guys to prove it.
Yeah, that's the only way you get it.
I was a channel member, boss.
A boss. Oh Lordy! Don't start the boss.
We're in the dry spell right now. All we can do is fight with Eagles fans. That's all we can do right now.
Mind it,
and speculate, right?
Pretty much everything's up for debate.
We don't know what's going to happen. We could be good. We could be ass. They could be good. They could be ass. We don't know.
Well, see, here's the thing. Okay.
All I did was show up, and all y'all talking about is
no, Leo, you missed it. No, Leo. You know what? We are thankful for you after what we just witnessed. Okay?
God.
You are like family in comparison. And I only got a few minutes of it because I was cooking dinner early because I got something I have to do after the stream. But this guy, you probably would have said, shut up, dude. You're obnoxious.
Oh, okay, not me.
No,
Okay,
not
okay.
you. No, Brian let some Eagles trash in on his stream. I mean, serious trash. He's up here talking about how great Jalen Hurts is and that y'all are the gold standard.
Yeah, I don't
The
know where
gold
that came from.
gold standard. What gold? You got one Super Bowl in
The Eagles are the
60
gold
years.
standard, Bruce said.
Okay, so we're working towards that. I don't think we're there yet. I mean,
Well, we're all
something
working.
we're working towards. I think we probably need like a few more Super Bowls before.
Wow.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Like
He's
gold
trying to say
standard,
because
you know what I'm saying?
if that's the
But I
case,
think we're close. But you know,
I mean, I would say the Rams are a bigger gold standard than you guys are, bro.
okay,
Bro.
okay, it's something to look. It is definitely something to aspire to, which I think we are.
I think they've got 2 Super Bowl wins, and they lost one and won one.
Right. So
I would say they're more of a gold standard than. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect you. Yes, I am. I
I was about to say, look, put it like this: if with all the efforts and things that have taken place over the last couple years, if not even just this year, if at the end of it all it ends up with a Super Bowl win, okay, that's another notch.
No,
that
if
gets
y'all
us.
would if y'all had beat Kansas City, you would have had a good argument.
Yeah, you would have.
Right. But
But you didn't, so you know.
2 Super Bowl wins within a certain short period of time, then you can
Like
start
5
talking.
years. I mean, you're getting, you're
right.
yeah.
Dak's
I
autograph.
totally agree. But I think you need, personally, this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think we need a couple of Super Bowl wins.
I told
At
that
least
guy,
minimum.
And that's a rational statement.
So Leo, I told that guy, I said, I think gold standard for
Hey, Mom.
franchise is a franchise that
Hey,
has
Aisha.
won 3 or 4 Super Bowls in a decade.
I actually, yeah. I can go
You
with
know
that.
a guy is a nut when Leo is like agreeing with us.
I can go with that.
Okay.
No, if it was, as long as it was the Eagles, that's what we
Okay.
say. But if that, I think we're aspiring to get there. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't necessarily
Some people
outwardly say that.
Some
Now we
people
can say that
just
amongst
like
each other.
to, and I guess it's the NFC East thing. Everybody wants to match Eagles versus Dallas in every aspect. Well,
Oh, the needle.
like
Okay.
Jalen is he in hardly any time has gotten to a Super Bowl where Dak hasn't, and we've been down this road many times, and I mean, I get it. And then we go into the last 30 years really kind of being real negative, but it's like, all right. I mean, you brought up the stat, Mark, and I know Mark brought it up.
Holly Pierce. Shout out to Holly.
That,
She's in the hopper.
Over the since 1996, since our last Super Bowl, Dallas is number 10 in the NFL in wins with 244. Dallas has 244 regular season wins. That ranks them number 10th, Leo, out of all the teams. The 9 teams that are ahead of them, Leo,
None of them are Eagles.
Super Bowls.
What's up, guys?
They all won Super
There
Bowls.
you go. Aisha.
Multiple.
Hey, Mom, my
Well,
birthday
some of
was
them won multiple.
Okay.
But what I'm
Not
saying
all of
is,
them. Right.
Aisha, when was your birthday,
all of them
honey?
won Super Bowls, though.
Yeah, all of them won a Super Bowl, but did all of them win multiple Super Bowls?
No. Since
okay.
2000, there was like 5 or 6 who've won multiple. I didn't get into that. But what we're
Right.
trying to say is Dallas is always good. Okay? They fail to do what they need to do to get over the top. This is where I always get into, and I don't know why I do it, because then I bring out the people, because it pisses people off when I give Howie credit for doing in-season trades, bringing in a Linville Joseph and a Dominican Sue,
yeah,
AJ Brown,
Robert Quinn,
Quinn,
yeah,
Jay
like
Ajayi, it goes on and on. Yeah, so,
Alshon Jeffrey.
But I mean, Mark, and that's a scary stat.
Well, see, he's like here's what Howie is. Howie is like a fixer. What you need, man? Or a concierge. Okay, maybe that sounds better. He's basically like, you're short something? Let me go out and get you that. That's what he does. When they lose a player, okay, let's go out and let's get another guy and bring him in here. We just look and say, oh, well, we're going to make do. We got, I know the name for Stephen Jones right now. He's trying to be MacGyver. He's trying to look, okay. Instead of getting linebackers, oh wait, I got a cornerback over here. I can turn him into a linebacker. Okay, so he's freaking MacGyver. Happy belated birthday to Aisha Robinson. So what are you, 25 now?
Mark, is this?
What's that?
And to Leo, or whoever, Like I said, we have 244 wins. We rank number 10 in wins over that time period. The other 9 teams ahead of us have all been to a Super Bowl. What's the missing link? Why aren't we getting to a Super Bowl? Is it because we don't have a quarterback? I mean, like, what is it?
It's coaching and your executive office. Your executive. That's where the disconnect comes from. It's not always that you guys are. Here's the interesting thing, because like Mark says this a lot, and it's actually true, which is when you think about the caliber of players that come in and when they leave Dallas, when they come into Dallas for however long they're there, by the time they leave, a lot of times they have the tendency to turn into high caliber players. So the fact that your team is never really
Mark Hutton
out of talent, then the next echelons to look at is coach and then your front office.
No. See, here's the problem. Okay, I hear what you're saying on there, but here's the thing. Just like, was it Jesse Holley who said that Micah Parsons is selfish because he doesn't want to play linebacker as an edge rusher, right? We keep deciding that we want these position flex guys, okay? You go out and Tyrone Crawford could play defensive end, although he really wasn't quick enough. Yeah, he could play defensive tackle, but he wasn't really big enough. He was okay at it. At points, you need to say, I need a defensive tackle. I need an edge rusher. But hold on. And then the problem becomes is you have just enough to get there if everything's perfect. And the problem is just like Micah Parsons, playing him edge rusher all season long, by the end of the season, he's worn down.
Alan Williams.
And if you were to go through and say,
coaching thing.
I've got a Micah Parsons. What can I do to make him the best he can be? In the same way you do with a quarterback. You say, get it. There you go. That's like getting weapons for a quarterback.
Trying to say. And it got totally out of hand. I apologize for everybody else that was in there. I guess I gotta just leave it for channel members. But it was a live.
So this happened on your channel, game.
Yeah. I like Drew. Like Drew is from Philly, but he lives in Cali, like Philly 500.
He needs to be living in an insane asylum.
Guy.
Dude was crazy.
But he got a little. I don't know. Somebody must have said something in the chat, and it really sent him off. But everything has to be okay. Well, if Jalen is good, then everything else is bad. I don't like that. He didn't say that. He didn't say Dak sucks. He said Dak's a good quarterback, but he calls him Dak McNabb. Dak can't get the job done in the playoffs. Again, it's hard to argue. It's one of those deals where
I was going to say that's a great comparison.
How am I going to sit there and argue? Yeah, but McNabb won a shit ton of playoff games, Leo. McNabb
Absolutely,
won a lot of playoff games. So
I don't mean it as
to McNabb.
But that's the thing, though. I don't mean it as a.
No, I know you don't.
You know what I'm
saying?
I
mean, that's where he was going with it. Yeah.
But I can understand how he can make that comparison.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Totally can understand it. I mean, Donovan. We not only did we go to back NFC Championship games.
Yes, we know the last team to do it
and lost. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where he literally threw up on the field.
I understand in terms of being able to get over that one particular hump, you know what I'm saying, and how he's making the comparison. I think the mistake is always to me, the mistake is always when it comes to the comparisons between Dak and Jalen is that the mistake is Dak has more time in the league than Jalen has.
Yeah.
So the body of work when we're talking about amount of time,
hard to argue.
Okay, well, let's do it this way. Okay, hold on. Let's try this for a second, because I don't know how many of you have taken statistics in college and stuff. There's mean, median, mode, modulation and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And I can't remember which one of them, but one of them, you basically take the best and the worst out of the way, and then you average the rest of it together. Because generally speaking, you know, you have a great year that might be an outlier. You might have a bad year that's an outlier. And you can look and say, Dak Prescott having that year where he threw 15 interceptions, you know, none of the other seasons he threw over, I don't believe, 10. Or maybe one year it was 11. But that one is kind of like an outlier. So you could say, okay, you get rid of that one. And then his rookie one where he had 3, you take that one out. So if you really want to get what the character is, you take all of those. So if we do that with Jalen Hurts, okay, if we take out that Super Bowl year and you look at the rest of his career, how does it look?
3 years old. He's only like.
Again, if you're taking the sample size of those years without the Super Bowl year in there, how does the rest of the career look?
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, I hear you. I had did a video.
I'm sorry, but I get what you like. You're.
Bottom line is Jalen's had a small.
Yeah,
there's a small window on there, but
I can't get past. Like, it's very difficult for me to get past the fact that statistically, or put like this, result wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Hurts has only had probably the same amount of playoff wins as Dak has had.
But see, okay, again, okay, you know what? Okay, I'm this is going to be sacrilegious.
Got the same amount.
Okay, okay, okay.
Had the same problem under Romo, though. That's the thing.
Right,
it's the same thing. So
I don't think it's
something's going on above these quarterbacks. Something's going on in that organization.
They run out of gas, y'all.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's fair. The reason why I don't think it's fair when you do the comparisons between Dak and Jalen is only because Jalen has only been in the league half the time that Dak has been in the league. And when you look at the reasons that Dak hasn't been as successful as to say, it's because it's not him. That's where we're talking coaching, which has an effect on him, and then front office. That's it. You know what I'm saying? To Mark's point, when something happens in Philadelphia, even during the season, you know what I'm saying? We all see how he jumps his ass up in front of everybody and does whatever the hell he needs to do to get whoever the fuck is available. He does not care. If it's Linval Joseph, if it's Ndamukong Suh, if it's Jay Ajayi, if it's Garrett Blunt, I don't care.
Yes, and that makes a difference. Shout out to Glenn Capers. Jalen has had one good year. Dak's had one bad year. Which is better now? Right now,
How many years? Dak has had 9.
He's had 9 and had one bad year.
Okay, well then just compare Dak's 4 years to Jalen's. I mean, Dak's first 4 years to Jalen's first 4 years.
Jalen had it better.
No.
What are you talking about? Dak didn't go to the Super Bowl. Dak didn't play in the NFC Championship game. Jalen did.
As far as stats go.
No. First 4 years. No. In first 4 years. In the first 4 years.
If you take of Jalen, if you take Jalen's years, the years, and compare them to Dak's years now, Dak has the
first 4 years. First 4 years.
Better stats.
No, Jalen does. Jalen went to the Super Bowl.
That's not stats, though.
We're not. I'm not. Okay. I get what you say. Okay. Statistically,
you guys are arguing again.
Yeah, statistically, I will yield that Dak statistically probably had the better first 4 years. Okay, I'll give you that. All right. But the question always is, when you go beyond the stats and these statistics, how has it actually translated into postseason success? That's the next question. Okay.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Okay, hold on.
I'll give you.
Okay, wait. Just listen to me for 1 second here. Okay, hold on. Just listen to me for 1 second. That's going under the assumption that it is only the quarterback, because that would be like saying if you took Troy Aikman off the 90s Cowboys team and you put him on Tampa Bay is going to be a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
If you compare,
if it's only the quarterback, then it doesn't matter who else is on the team in the roster.
And he said that if you compare Hurst to Dan Marino, which is the better quarterback?
Okay, so let's say we took Brock Purdy last year and we put him on, let's see, Carolina. Are they going to the Super Bowl?
Hell no.
No.
If you take Jalen Hurts and put him on Carolina, are they going to the Super Bowl? Oh, I'm sorry. Are they going to have lose 6 or 7? Probably. Okay. No, but you understand what I'm saying. You've got this whole thing. Well, Jalen did. You're telling me that those other 21 guys that played had nothing to do with it?
Mark, I said this is where when we're looking at it like that, the next logical step to look at is coaching and front office.
Right. So if you're saying coaching in front office, then why do we say it's only Dak? Because I got to be honest.
No, you guys are saying that. I'm not saying that. I've never said that. I've never said it's only Dak. I said we know Dak contributed. Don't get me wrong.
He contributed both ways.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's not the reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When you look at, remember last week I kept saying we got to do a proper triage. Let's do a proper triage. Let's take a look at accountability. And let's look at, when we look at all of the elements to what happened last year, that contributed, but he wasn't the sole reason.
Yeah.
You know
now, here's, okay. Now let me put this way. If the Eagles can't run the football, how good is Jalen Hurts?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know because you don't. No. Okay, so but you would assume it would be more. You assume it would be more difficult to win if you're saying you can't run the football and now we have to rely solely on the quarterback. Would there be more?
That's not exclusive to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Exactly. That's even better. That's even better. Thank you for that. That helps right there. So, are we saying that having the running game and being able to run the football helps the quarterback? And if he doesn't, then what happens? It's more difficult to win when you're one-dimensional.
Well, then,
okay.
Then now, how does that? What does that look like in Dallas versus what does that scenario look like in Philadelphia?
Okay, but in general,
like Jalen and Dak are two very different quarterbacks. Running around and doing all those things is more akin to Jalen's game than it is to Dak. Dak isn't that. And I'm not saying Dak cannot run.
Okay, I agree. Okay, you're missing my point. My point being here is if you have a running game, it helps. I would assume that if you with Emmitt Smith running the football made it easier for Troy Aikman, right?
Right.
That does he win 3 Super Bowls without Emmitt Smith?
No.
Okay, so let's go to the last 3 playoff losses for the Cowboys. The Cowboys in 2021, Dak Prescott, 1 TD, 1 interception, 254 yards. He actually threw, a touchdown pass more than Jimmy G, who had 172 yards passing and an interception. Zeke Elliott, your leading running back, 12 carries for 31 yards.
Nervous, I say yeah.
Right? Now, it would have helped if your running game was going, and I'm not putting it on Zeke, that's also the offensive line. Let's go to then San Francisco the next year. Again, Cowboys became one-dimensional. Zeke Elliott, 10 carries, 26 yards running the football. That was with Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard gets hurt. 10 carries, 26 yards. You become one-dimensional against a defense that can rush the passer. Does that make a difference for a quarterback when the defense knows the only thing you can do is pass, which will mean that you're going to make mistakes, right? Okay.
Now, let me say this to you. let's look at that scenario as it would play in Philadelphia, right? We lose our running back. Does that have an effect on our quarterback?
Well, here's what I'm going to say about your team, though. You went several deep on running back. It wasn't just Swift there. You guys have capable running backs. What we had last year was Tony.
We had Rashad Penny.
Yeah.
We had Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah.
Austin Scott.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. Right. We had Tony Pollard last year, and then we had Rico, and then we had Deuce, who's a rookie.
No, I'm saying even with all that talent, let's say running the football by way of the running back is a problem. I'm just
okay. It's a problem for you. Right. That is better than what we were able to muster. Okay, because here we go again. Here's the same narrative.
But Mark, what I'm saying to you is, over the last 2 years,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. When you look at what's happening with the Philadelphia Eagles in that scenario. What was Jalen Hurts' TD count last year? 23 passing.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, but that's the tush push. You guys have perfected.
Right.
That's the offensive line. That's a little different than if we're talking about a scramble for 15, 20 yards.
And Jalen was doing that too.
Yeah, but not
a lot.
Not all of those. The majority of them were tush pushes. But okay. But be that as it may.
I'm saying, all right. Look at how many yards did Jalen Hurts have.
I don't know. I got to look it up. But here's my point here.
Look up his rushing yards the last couple of years. It will show you that rushing the ball, particularly that RPO, is just as important or a part of Jalen's overall game. It's more of a part of his overall game than Dak's overall game. That doesn't mean that he's better.
Now that Kellen Moore's in town, and the organization right now is not high on Jalen. Not that they're locked into him because of the contract, but would the Eagles trade Jalen for Dak straight up? Mark, do you think?
No.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. With all that talent, See, Leo, I think they would go with Dak.
All right.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Hold on. Leo. So Leo. Okay. Here's my argument right here. So if you take the Tampa Bay game where you got mollywop 32-9, this is the same scenario exactly to what's happened with Dak Prescott in the playoffs. Jalen Hurts, 25 of 35, 250 yards, a TD pass, right? Your leading running back has 34 yards. When you can't run the football,
that's coaching. That's
not necessarily not necessarily coaching. Well, okay. Yes, regardless of it, when you can run the football, it helps your offense. That's all my premise is. And I can look here and say, this looks like a Cowboy stat.
What's up?
Okay, moving right along from Leo.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Don't be sorry. But my point being is, and I bet you if we go through and look at the games that you won in the playoffs, I bet you that you ran the ball real well. When you can run the football, it opens up everything. When you become one-dimensional,
front office, Lou,
you're going to lose. All right, so we're going to. Mark missed the point. I missed what point did I miss?
I was just bringing up a point where this offense for the Eagles is historically talented. If they can't get it done, what's going to happen? I mean, that's the thing.
I get here's the thing. Whatever's going to happen, the one thing that we do know is that something's going to happen. They're not going to stand pat. They're going to work. They're going to root out who they may deem responsible or whatever, and them people are going to be gone, just like they did last year.
So what does that say about your coaching staff then?
That if it doesn't work, we are not no. What it says is that if it doesn't work, we're not going to do is we're not going to keep trying to do the same thing.
So, but what I'm saying is this: if your owner and your coaches are on the same page, and then every year you change your coaches, what does that say about the owner? He's not.
Well, we didn't, but we don't change our coaches every year.
You just did it for 2 years straight.
Oh, you talking about the coordinators? I'm talking about like the head coach.
They need to change the head coach, but I hope they don't.
No,
okay.
Listen. I'm not happy about the fact that we have had a different offensive and defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator every year.
Okay.
Same couple of years. So
that's probably why Jalen's pissed.
Right. That is why Jalen.
He's probably like, yo, I got to a Super Bowl doing my thing. Now you're gonna give me different coordinator, different
every year.
Now the other thing that I will tell you is that one of the things that I know to be a thing here, being in market along with Game Time, is that Jalen's overall demeanor has never sat well, particularly with the media here. They don't like him. Someone asked Jalen Hurts a question about playing football for his father and everything, and he said, well, Coach Hurts is not like this, that, and the third. Next thing you know, the media made a big deal out of the fact that Jalen Hurts calls his father Coach Hurts. It wasn't until, first of all, they actually met his father. And it turns out that Coach Hurts is from freaking Houston, Texas. Okay. And apparently in Texas, football coaches, high school football coaches are no joke.
Yeah.
And so when Jalen Hurts was answering the question, he was answering the question as from a football player perspective, not from a son. And he told everybody, I don't call my dad Coach Hurts when I'm home. He's dad. But when we out there on that field, he's Coach Hurts.
He's Coach Hurts. Okay.
Does not play. Now the problem is that this is a young man who was raised by a father, a no-nonsense father, and he answered questions as if he's a player who's been media trained.
Okay, all right.
Yards. It does not sit well with these people here. They think he's something else.
Moving right along on that one. Holly Pierce, shout out for the super chat, says, let's see what the Eagles fans say when it's 3rd and 25 and Kellen Moore decides to do a running play.
Okay, again, you are making a judgment based off the fact that Kellen Moore, I keep telling y'all, Kellen Moore has never had this amount of talent on one.
You know what's funny is when it fits y'all's argument, because 1 minute y'all are saying Dak Prescott, with the talent he's had and everything else, he's a bum. And now it's like, oh, well, he's never had that kind of talent.
Oh, nothing. I never said that.
Okay.
I think he hasn't had as much as what Jalen has.
All right. You know what's funny, though, Leo? You sound like Chargers fans right now.
No, we don't.
Oh my God, Chargers fans were going through. Oh my God, with Kellen Moore having Justin Herbert now and having a real quarterback, he's a genius. Dak Prescott was holding him back.
Quarterback than Justin Herbert.
What?
The Dallas Cowboys is a way better talented team than the Chargers.
Yeah, okay? But see, everybody has the perspective that Justin Herbert is way better than Dak Prescott, and that with Kellen.
Not. I'm an Eagles fan, and I will tell you, no, he's not. He's not.
Fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. What I keep hearing from you is that your owner is paying your guys that are not doing their job, and you think your team is better than our team, when in the division, you have less Super Bowls than any of the other teams.
Okay, I'll listen to me very carefully, because I'm going to say it one time.
Please, only one time.
That the Dallas Cowboys have way more Super Bowls than the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not. Wait, no. Listen, I'm right. That's a conversation, but that's not this conversation.
It is.
No, it's. Please allow me to complete a thought. Please allow me to complete a thought. Please allow.
Go ahead. Let him finish.
You know what I'm saying? It is a fact that the Dallas Cowboys have way more Super Bowls than the Philadelphia Eagles. There's no escaping that. Okay, but as of right now, today, talent-wise, the Philadelphia Eagles are way more talented on their team, skill position-wise, than the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm not going to dispute that.
Okay,
but if that's the case, then they really underachieved last year.
But if you can't dispute that, Mark,
dear man.
We got 3 years consecutive at 12-5.
Now make it 3.
And so if you are a way more talented team, then how come Dak Prescott owns your ass?
And and how has this again translated into postseasons?
Oh, that's the one thing y'all fall back on. Oh, it's okay that you kick our ass as long as somebody else beats you for us.
I tell you what, you guys are the winners of the regular season. You guys are way better at the regular season than we are, and if that's your thing, go for it. I'll give it to you. You can
sometimes
for real.
Sometimes.
I personally, I don't care if I was 10. Like I was
care
like
less
the
about
Giants,
regular season.
Yeah, if I was the Giants and I won a Super Bowl every year as a wild card team, guess what? I won a Super Bowl every year as a wild card team, and I don't care about the regular season those years.
I hear
and
you.
Mind you, the last time they won the Super Bowl, we beat them twice that year, and they still won. So
how many Super Bowls Washington got?
3.
How many Super Bowls Giants got?
4.
2 or 4.
How many Super Bowls Cowboys got?
5.
So where does Philadelphia fit in at the division?
They're the gold standard, remember?
I didn't say that.
No, that's what the other guy said.
Because you're on a Cowboy station trying to make a point. It's not happening.
There you go.
Sorry. What are you talking about again?
Oh, come on, Leo. Leo, it's like me going on the Dan Saleo show and them to actually say that I won an argument. That's not going to happen.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. You went on the Dan Saleo show.
I said it's like every time I go on the Dan Saleo show, they end up cutting it up and everything else. Philly 500 destroys Mark Holmes. I'm never going to, even if, this past week, I think I kind of was winning those arguments, but they're never going to say Mark Holmes wins the argument. I'm on an Eagles channel.
All right, so look, there is, I think there comes a point even for Philadelphia Eagles fans and for Dallas Cowboys fans where we cross that road where we have the disconnect. Okay, for instance, last week, Mark, you said something about Eagles linebacker Terrell Lewis and him with his OnlyFans thing, right?
Okay.
And it's like context here.
Okay? Well, hold it.
Wait,
he didn't pay for it, so I don't know. You can call it his OnlyFans.
Listen. I get it. You're right. All that stuff actually happened. But to be quite honest with you, I literally had no clue who this dude was.
Okay.
Most Eagles fans was like, who? You know what I'm saying? As you're right, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing for any person. But the thing about it is that listening to the way you talk sometimes, it was almost as if like this guy and this problem with the OnlyFans was going to somehow have some sort of a negative.
No. Hold on. See, you know what? You're too sensitive because here's how crazy it is. No, I want you to think about this for a second. No, bro. Let me explain to you.
Let's say they decided to press charges on Dak because Dak was going through something of a sexual nature at the same time.
Yeah, and he's got a counter lawsuit against her, and the police investigated and said there's no there. He's going to win that case. Okay, but be that as it may,
the impact have been
be that as it may, bro. Let me explain something to you. Here's how crazy things are, because you get all the clickbait and stuff, okay? I see headlines, former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver making a comeback. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, Terrence Williams, Des Bryant, who am I thinking about? They got James Washington. James Washington, we signed, stayed injured throughout the whole offseason, played 4 plays, and now he's a former Dallas Cow. He was more of a Steelers his whole career. How is it former? Nobody knows who this guy is. Adam Jones, he was here for 1 year. Every time Adam Jones gets in trouble, former Dallas Cowboy D-back in trouble with the law. What are you kidding me? What about all the years he played for everybody else other than the Cowboys? So whenever, if that had been, I don't care if it had been the backup punter that happened to at the Cowboys, they would still be playing it over and over and over again on TMZ.
Yeah, but Mark, this guy has never suited up for our team.
Doesn't matter if you're a Cowboy player.
He signed a futures contract.
Okay.
At the end of January,
and he'll probably be cut. I'm sure.
Yes, but the way.
But here's the thing that's kind of interesting. Didn't y'all have kind of a need for linebackers?
What?
Didn't you guys kind of have a need for linebackers?
Bruh, between Zach Bond, Devin White, Zach Bond, Devin White, Who else? Nolan Smith. I think we'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? I think
Just
we'll be
saying.
fine.
And you do know that even the minor things when it comes to the Cowboys, they ride us about, bro. They do.
Listen, I cannot. The one thing I will not do is I will not sit here and pretend like whatever happened, what they say to y'all is the same thing as it's not. Okay, and I'm not going to insult your intelligence like that.
Okay.
But all I am saying to you is, bruh, you know what I'm saying? The way we're talking context here, the way you make it sound, you made it sound as if there was going to be some kind of a large impact on our defense.
I didn't say that at all. I thought it was funny as shit. Because here's what I would say is cut him and sign her. Because she walked his ass down.
You know what?
But I agree with you. I honestly don't think that that's going to be the downfall of your team. What I think might be the downfall is the shit that's going on with Jalen Hurts being pissed off that now he's got to learn another offense this offseason and everything else, and that they got an idiot for a coach. That's going to have a bigger impact.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, and this is the first time you probably ever heard me say this. Okay, this is the first time you ever heard me say this, but I am pissed and have been and continue to be pissed that Doug Peterson is no longer our coach.
That was a big mistake.
It was a mistake to get rid of him. I always did. I always thought it was a mistake to get rid of him. But here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I have to live and die with the decisions that my organization makes, such as the one to get rid of Doug Peterson.
Hey Lou. Bow-legged Lou. If you don't like what I do here, then don't be here, bro. You know what? How about that? How about you?
I just deleted some comments because they're being disrespectful.
How about you? How about you have that one there, Lou? Bow-legged Lou. Boom.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Go ahead, please do.
I respect your enthusiasm and your spirit for your team, and you talk very well. But the fact that the conversation you're having is like your owner is paying players that are not getting the job done. You're trading off your coaches and your offense coordinators every year. You go into the Super Bowl and you lose. You go to the playoffs and you lose. You have the best record in the division and you blow it. And then among that, in the division, you are the lowest guy on the totem pole. So it is very concerning to me that you try to compare the Dallas Cowboys to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, first and foremost, no, we don't. And secondly,
I didn't say we. I said you.
No, I don't. And secondly, I take whenever a Dallas Cowboys fan starts talking to me about ownership, you lose me. I take it all with a grain of salt. Your owner is Jerry Jones.
Well, but hold up.
Your owner does not have as much money.
Your owner's Jerry Jones. Like, he's your biggest problem right now.
He's got the most money.
I will take whatever you have to say about ownership literally with a grain of salt. Like, please.
You've got some. Hold on, wait a minute. Don't act like your shit don't stink, Leo. Leo. Don't act like your shit don't stink over there in Philly too.
But see, that's the thing.
Let me get in on this.
Please do.
Well, here's the deal. We're talking about Jerry. I'm going to light into Jerry. Okay,
you brought him up. I'm going to just say this. The one thing
I'm going to light into him. Mark, it's been 11 years.
I don't try to convince you of Jerry Jones. I don't try to convince you of Jeffrey Lurie. I do not try to convince you that we're going. I'm what I believe does not require you to believe what I'm saying. What I have consistently said since I've been coming to this channel is that I appreciate activity. And when the owner does get involved, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I brought up the numbers regarding Dallas over since our last Super Bowl, that we're 10th in wins, and every other team in the top 10 has won a Super Bowl except Dallas. And Mark, do you remember that it's been 11 years now since Jerry Jones has sat there in the locker room when they were grilling him about him firing himself.
Yeah.
And they were coming down on Jerry at the time. Now, this is 11 years ago. And the thing was, you have one playoff win in 15 years. Okay. And Jerry doubled down. Instead of Jerry saying, well, yeah, I got to look at myself. He's like, I'm the owner. I always said I'll be the general manager until the day I die, yada, yada. The bottom line is 11 years later, we have a total of 4 playoff wins since that time. So again, he's a problem, people. If the numbers don't show you, everybody wants to get caught up at Dak and the coach. You know, we allowed Jason Garrett to be our head coach for 10 friggin' years.
Yeah, with 3 years of 8 and 8.
Mark, we had the highest point differential than anybody. It was not even close. We were a juggernaut in 2016, and we ended up that season 8 and 8. He should have been fired, gone, but yet they kept him around because they liked the fact that he didn't make waves. Give me somebody who's going to make waves. That's the problem with Nick Sirianni. You know, he's going along with the flow. I would just tell Leo this. I like Jeffrey Lurie, but he's going down the road of, since he's won the Super Bowl, that's not good. And don't believe me, listen to the Dancilios, the Philly 500s. They're riding. Doug didn't want any part of them making decisions. He didn't want to play ball with the analytics department. He didn't want to play ball with any of that, and he wasn't necessarily on board with their decisions. So he said, I'll go elsewhere. So he was fired. Whereas Nick Sirianni is going along with it, and he's still going to get fired. So, make no mistake, Jerry's a problem. Jerry's a problem.
But the thing about it is that what you're not seeing is 10 years of the same thing. Like
I agree with that. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And which is why when I like a lot of times when I listen to Mark, I understand from what place he's coming from, because Mark is a little more adverse to that kind of change. That's a very significant change.
What, he doesn't like it? Is that what you mean?
He doesn't like it.
Yeah, he likes to.
And he doesn't again with that.
Mr. Bridgewater, I cannot understand how you keep saying I can't stand the same thing for 10 years when your team is at the bottom of the division. That's over 50 years.
No, okay.
I can't stand the same thing over 10 years when you might have won one Super Bowl. I can't see the same thing over 10 years when you change your running backs every 2 years.
Okay, so I have
coaches every 2 years.
I have repeatedly requested that if you're going to quote me, make it sound like me and quote me right. I have asked you that time and time again, and you keep screwing it up. So let me help you again. Let me help you out again, okay?
Be accountable.
What I have consistently said is, even if it does not work, guess what I get? I get activity. I see them trying to do something.
That's like
whether it works or not.
$1 million every year. That's activity, but it doesn't make sense.
Okay. When we ask the question of how has it
I hate having to come to a defense of the Eagles, but I'm going to do it.
Go ahead.
I'd rather have activity than nothing.
True.
That's why you're not the owner. You don't have it.
But I just you are so jaded.
But you know, I will say, hold on.
Go ahead.
I will say, the Eagles. Okay, we've seen a couple of teams going all in and win the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, the Rams.
Yeah, who cares about the future? Go get me a Super Bowl.
Well, right, but we also have seen the highway littered with a lot of teams that have tried the same thing. Because for every Rams team, there's a Denver team.
Those Those teams don't draft like we draft.
I
That's
agree.
the difference. We add so much talent
Yeah.
that we just need
A couple of
pieces
guys to go
put
over.
us over the top.
You're preaching to the choir on that one, because I look at it and say, you've won 12 games. Here's what you need to do. If Dak Prescott, if you look at it and say he's not good enough, then why don't we go ahead and get him a tutor like you would for your student? If your child is having problems in math, don't you hire a tutor to help him to get over the hump?
That's why I brought up.
Or if you got enough money that you buy like a dorm, or a building, so that way he can get into Harvard and shit. You do something to help the child.
We have the 10th most wins in the NFL since our last Super Bowl. Every other team that was ahead of us, 1 through 9, have all won a Super Bowl.
Or multiple.
We haven't. What has changed in philosophy in that time, Ed? That is
the media.
No, we do not add impact free agents. We're
not doing the Deons and Charles Haley's anymore.
We are afraid. The Brandon Clark contract spooked this team into oblivion. They gave the man $50 million. I don't think he was horrible, but he wasn't a $50 million player.
Let me give you an example.
Were they better off with Jalen Smith?
Mark Holmes owns his show. He's the
that wasn't a free agent.
No, but I'm just saying, right. But were they better off saying, forget about a free agent? Let's play Jalen Smith, the guy we know. I said, were they better off with that?
I hate coming to Leo's defense, but as far as the Eagles, but listen, that's what's holding us back, Edwin, in my opinion. Listen, I could be wrong, but what's holding us back is we're there. We do draft good. And then what happens? Last year, our draft stinks, so it's bright lights. Oh my God, the one thing we do good wasn't good so far, and that makes it that much worse. We can't afford another draft like that. But what's holding us back? It's that impact player. Edwin, we needed a linebacker last year. You think that would have helped in the playoff game?
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, but the worst part about it though, Brian, is it's not like it happened in the middle of the season. From the time Overshown went down, that Leighton Vander Esch has not been playing full seasons.
What would have happened if Overshown hadn't got hurt? What do you think would have happened?
And he would have been a lot better. It would have helped, but he's still a rookie. I can't sit there.
And you blame that on Jerry Jones?
I blame them from not replacing him.
Oh,
yes.
That's the coaching, yeah.
And here's the thing: we can go back to the year before where we only had Leighton Vander Esch as any experienced linebacker, and we brought in Anthony Barr, who was coming off an ACL in training camp.
Safety, and I want you to coach him up. No, he don't play linebacker.
Okay, I got that. I agree with you on that, but look at it this way too. James Washington. I need a receiver. And he didn't play not one game.
He played. He had a drop.
15 minutes. Was it 15 minutes?
One snap.
That's why I called him the unicorn.
You know what? It's a business, fellas. And
I know, but that's what separates winners. Not everybody has a Mahomes, right?
Well,
not everybody
has
a
Brady. Tell me the
Brady.
Cowboys are not a winner?
The question is,
They win games, but they're not
any valuable
There you go.
free agents like Deion Sanders to sign to get us over the hump. That's the question.
And
I think
also,
if you give away a T-shirt every Sunday, you will have more fan base than you have now. What do you think about that? You're the owner now. What do you think?
Wait a minute, say it again.
I think as an owner, which you are of this website, you should give away a free T-shirt every week just coming to broadcast.
Oh, bro, I've been doing better than that. I gave away an autographed plaque of Charles Haley, and just sent another one out
you got
to.
What I'm trying to say is, let's say
I'm like, bro. Okay, I just spent $250 for 2 more autographs to give away 2 more plaques yesterday.
Like the very thing you say.
What they saying is, if I'm up at the plate, I would rather strike out swinging than just standing there and strike
There you go.
Thank you.
That's basically what it is.
Damn, that's why Derek's channel is the way it is.
I like Derek's comment, and I'm gonna say this to that.
You don't like mine.
If you're at the plate and you go out swinging, you took a chance.
Anytime you're wrong.
Walk. Am I right?
Oh, I hear you.
And you don't swing, you might get walked. And if you walk, you get on base. It's a business.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about if they strikes. If you just let 3 strikes come across the plate and you just sit there, you look foolish. But if you swing, at least you try.
Okay, and so if you keep swinging, and I pay you $100 million every year, you just keep swinging, don't hit nothing. What's the difference between that and you say like you going out swinging? You're
Derek,
not producing.
in his mind, not swinging is also an act.
No, my mind is that I got a
act as
Philadelphia
swinging.
player on a Dallas Cowboys chat, and he's getting me dogged out by my own constituents. That's what I'm saying.
No.
So what I'm trying to do now, I'm going down swinging. How about that?
I like it. That's good.
All righty.
Okay.
Swinging, Daddy. Dirty Sanchez says. Okay, now one thing we forgot. Hold on.
Ain't no punk here. Okay.
Okay. Now Leo said when we address him or try and talk like him, make sure we talk like him.
Dig it. We 2-timers, man. We gonna get out of here, boy. I'm gonna see you in the hospital. We gonna get a high. Yes, sir.
You know what? And I am, Mark.
See, I know. Little Dallas Cowboys. Mark, can I get a Brock Purdy? No. Something. Little Dallas Cow. Little Dallas Cow. You're funny, motherfucker. Anyway, yeah. My point was this. The Cowboys, to me, they do 90% right. And this is, my wife says it's my biggest problem. She said, when you start a project, man, you're all excited about, tearing shit up, tearing it down, getting it framed up, getting the look and stuff together and, and having all of the visuals on it. She said, you know what your downfall is, though? She said, it's that little 5% at the end. It's that little piece of quarter round that you missed over there that you don't feel like getting the saw back out. It's that drop of paint that's over there on the floor. And it's like, you don't remember what this thing looked like. No, but she's like, that's what everybody sees. It's that. They don't see all the good stuff, that you put electricity and plumbing and got all that stuff working. It's that little shit. And see, that's the Dallas Cowboys. They do great with the draft, although last year was not so good. But that's the law of average. Nobody hits on every draft pick. But when you look and you see what they've done there, you're looking at UFL players, the fact that they got 2 guys that have been on the team and contributing for 2 years, they do that great. The fact that you find undrafted guys like, Terrence Steele, you do all of these things great. The thing that you don't do great is understanding that I need just a little bit more to get over the hump. And that's what's holding him back. Because when you've got a Micah Parsons who's a great player, when you don't recognize that we can maximize this guy by having a stout defensive front, that he will be able to perform even better by me getting those guys right there. Understanding that Dak Prescott, you know what? If we have a better number 2 receiver than Noah Brown, then it's going to make Dak Prescott's job a little bit better. Understanding that we can't wait and sign a Jason Peters when the season starts, a guy who can only play 20 games in a game.
Right.
Plays in a game. That's the stuff that's holding them back.
You know what that's called, Mark?
But being cheap, being stupid, I swing for the prize. George Gentleman.
You're not detailing, Mark. That's like stripping and waxing the floor. You can strip the floor, you can strip it, you can strip it, you can rinse it, you can do the whole 9. But if you don't get them corners, that floor ain't gonna be shit.
Exactly.
Right. And it's the little shit that
you're not detailing.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of upset because as I'm thinking about it, the Cowboys haven't learned from their own mistakes.
No.
When DeMarcus Ware was here, we needed somebody over the other side. That's the same thing now with Michael Parsons. We needed a number 2 receiver with Tony Romo and Dez Bryant. That's exactly what we need now, number 2 receiver. They're not changing. Back then we couldn't stop the run. We can't stop the run now. It's like they're not learning from the past.
I want to say this to you guys too, because what's y'all got to understand something. I don't know exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I just know that when I came in, the way some of the guys went, whoever this dude was on Game Time's channel and I had no clue what the hell he said.
He's an idiot.
But goddamn, you know what I'm saying? That was like, I will tell you this today.
That was Drew.
On,
he came in hot, man. I like Drew.
It's like Leo. It's like when you're when a woman is mad at her husband, but he ain't there. It's just his kids. He gonna yell at the kids. It's
and
the same thing.
Yeah.
So you representing him now. So
dog.
we just took out
Right.
everything.
And I was like, but the thing about it was because I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. Half the time I've been on this show, since I've been on this channel, I have been trying to figure out what in the hell did this dude say? He set y'all off. And I gotta deal with that shit. Like, cause I caught it all. You know what I'm saying? And then it wasn't.
No, you know what it did do? It made us appreciate you.
So Wade said, you and Derek and Wade said something like, somebody from another channel, somebody on Game Time's channel was saying this, talking about Ghost. And I was like, what? Whoa, wait.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. I'm starting to get more channel members. A lot of them don't want to be on camera. So it's like I got like 24 or so, which is good. So, you know, the whole idea is to do a channel member Zoom. But if they're not going to hop on, then I just end up doing it myself. And, you know, I do enough shows. You know, I just
Glimmerman.
Right.
So, you know, but I'm going to start just making it I need more people on there because if not, it'll just be me talking.
Well, I just want y'all to know of all the time. It took a minute before I figured out it wasn't me. It was somebody else.
It wasn't me.
The only thing
wasn't
I
me.
was trying to figure out, and what I've been trying to figure out is what in the hell did this dude say?
He was just you know what bothers me?
Gold standard.
Here's the thing, Leo, you know, you like family. Like I said, I can see the two of us sitting on the front porch. I'm drinking my rum, you're smoking your weed, and we're talking smack and stuff. And there's nothing, you know, and there's love between us here.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm going to see Wade in November. Come on, bro.
But here's where I look at it this way.
Do that. I get to do exactly that. Sit back, do what I do. He do what he
Dirty
do.
Sanchez.
And we talk to each other like regular people. We just happen to come in from two different angles. I'm an Eagles fan. He's a Cowboys fan. I take the Pepsi challenge but in doing so, Wade's a good dude.
Oh, he is a good dude.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a great dude. Dirty Sanchez, Leo, he's so loud, disrespectful, speaking over everyone, and he's had a bad attitude. Come on, Dirty Sanchez, be cool.
No. Leo.
No, he's talking about the other guy.
Leo.
Oh, the other guy. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I misread that. Okay.
Oh, really?
Again, I have to clear it up because, you know.
But let me actually, there's up there in the right-hand corner, I just want to show you guys and mention that my beautiful bride, Tracy, has gotten our website, our new website put up and everything else. And what you're looking at, believe it or not, is Damn Gina, Michael, David Wiley, Brian Green, Gina,
Who's
Gina, you. The pitch. Oh, you can't see it. Game Time. I'm sorry. Game Time.
I'm covering it.
But me and Tracy, and so Tracy is got this website where basically she can put your face and stuff and everything else. And so this is the Cowboys Mafia that we're building here. And so I just wanted to introduce.
I would be so mad if I had that happen.
Is that you talking about the shirt?
It's there's the shirts, but if you are looking at the stream, you'll actually see Brian is the low.
Now?
Yes, it's our website. If you actually go to our website, Cowboy Jobu, you'll actually see all that, and that's where all of the T-shirts and stuff on there. You know, like Juggernaut, you know, Cooper BB here. That I
think they're all fine examples of wasted talent.
Oh, you know what, Leo? If you wanted something special for Jalen Hurts, she would do it for you. She literally
that would be a greater demonstration of her talent than what I am seeing right here.
Oh, Lordy.
I really think it's a missed opportunity.
You know what?
If only it was something else, I think it would be massive.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I tell you what, she actually did do some really nice Eagle stuff.
I bet
the Philadelphia chicken shirt.
Now we're on that. See, now we're talking.
The Philly 500 is chicken shirt was really good. That was some of her best work.
Listen,
that'd be an awesome shirt.
I just need you. I always got to keep things in their perspective. whenever you start talking about these things here, like whatever reaction you were looking to get that you got from people like Derek and Wade and Cody and Brian.
Okay, let's let Cody talk. Okay, Leo, you done talked enough, man. Go smoke some more. Okay, go smoke some more, bro. Okay.
I am.
All right, let somebody else talk, man. Damn.
Hey, okay, shutting up.
Yeah, thank you. Love you, bro.
I'm with you, Leo.
You too.
Damn.
I'm sure with you too.
No, but
what's up, Chris?
We actually, I've got something actually I have to do later on here in about an hour, so I can't run too far over. So I want to get everybody's thoughts, except for Leo. We have 1 month left between now and training camp. Will the Cowboys do anything to try and get over this hump? We know that there might be a problem running the football. We know that the defensive line might be an issue. Will they do anything to address any of these things? Will we sign anybody?
They're going to stay the course.
Are they going to sign CD Lamb or not?
They're going to stay the course. They're not going to do nothing. They're going to bring in bottom tier free agents. They're going to bring in guys from the UFL. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to do nothing.
Well, I think they'll do what they always do. They'll bring in some bottom tier, like you said, during training camp, and that's when they'll start getting the contracts done.
If they get another left tackle, I think that'll be enough for us to make a run.
And actually, I think they're not even going to sign. I don't think they're going to do any contracts this year. I really have a feeling they're not going to do any contracts.
Well, we'll see. I'll put it this way. It doesn't seem to faze Dak Prescott any, nor should it, because he knows either you're going to pay me or somebody's going to pay me. Only thing I got to do is take care of business on the field.
Dak chilling.
Yeah.
What do you get, like 50?
Well, see, the thing is it's really, the money is really only on paper, because the way the contract was, it averaged $40 million a year. The first year, the actual cap number was 17. The next year was 19. The next year was 26. This year it's the 55. It was 6. Damn, your eyes are like, you are really blown right now. He's like, how much money did he get, man? Damn, he got 55 million.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking that. Come on now. Come on.
He gonna get high. No, he is high.
Yes,
oh shit.
Yeah, we gotta figure out when we're gonna do our thing, Mark. When you want to do this?
Email me and just say, hey man, because I'm self-employed, so I can do stuff all together. Not tonight. I got something to do tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
But,
well, it looks like you've already done it. But yeah, and then tomorrow night I got my live stream, and then Wednesday I've got the Dan Salio show. Actually, I should say getting bitch slapped between him and Philly 500, because that's all it's about, is them basically bitch slapping me.
Let things calm down a bit for you, Mark. You know what I'm saying?
This is the quiet time, man. It's about the storm will happen in a month when training camp opens.
What's interesting for me is that, like I've been like super crazy busy with some legislative work here, particularly when it comes to cannabis and everything like that.
So do you work with any former Cowboys?
Actually,
if you don't mind me,
talked to Xavier Rhodes
a
couple of days ago. Really good guy, really good friend of mine, and he gives me shit. And Jarrett Green, Darryl Green's son, another good.
That's not Cowboys.
Yeah, Jarrett Green played for the Cowboys.
Darryl Green's son
played for you guys. Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, he went to the university. He went to UVA. So those are the only two I'm friends with Amani Toomer from the Giants. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know anybody on the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, Zach Pascal. You know what I'm saying? But he's not on the team anymore.
Okay.
So, but like I said, legislatively, I've been working on some stuff here. A lot of laws are changing. So pay attention, guys, outside of football. All right. Lots going on.
On the weed? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay tuned. Watch the news. You'll see. I'll send you some links, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. Makes me happy so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you need to
doing some stuff for some veterans. I'm the attorney general for my VFW post, and I'm also a founding member. So
he's not just a client; he's the player president.
Yeah, bro. Listen, like it's real. And the crazy part is that I'm like, I think I'm 49, and I think I'm like the youngest in my VFW post. You know what I'm saying? And so, like from a membership perspective, we're getting old. The Vietnam veterans are almost gone too. This is the last year that they're going to spend any money on the World War II veterans because they don't expect any of them to be alive in the next year or two. They're turning like 100, 101. You know what I'm saying? I think we're down to.
You do not look 49.
Thank you. I think we're down to double digits on Tuskegee Airmen now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't think people realize like, oh yeah, yep. So we have more Vietnam veterans who came home and committed suicide than actually died in the war. And when you're looking at 22 veteran suicides a day, Mark,
that's incredible.
The Vietnam veterans make up most of them. They're still doing themselves, and we passed that number years ago. So on my regular outside of business, this is what I'm also working on. You know what I'm saying? Trying to advocate on behalf of veterans, in particular with the cannabis industry and all that stuff. And those are the things.
Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for your service.
Hey, my honor. You guys, I tell you what.
Thank you very much.
I pride myself on being the reason why you don't give the veteran the microphone, because I'm very comfortable with being uncomfortable, and I will say it. And the second thing is that even in this little bit of time of the things that I've been saying, I have given every single one of you tax-paying citizens a better return on investment than a suicide. And you're at 22 a day of those.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That is really sad.
Yeah. You know
It's
what I'm
quite
saying?
common too. It's sad. It's so common.
Hey, listen, yeah, and the thing about it is that if you think about it, like I just told a group of people the other day that as taxpayer citizens, all of you spent about $7 million on me. That's how much it costs you to send me to basic training. That's how much it costs you to send me to airborne school, to AIT at Fort Gordon, to Fort Bragg, to war. When I did tours in NATO, all that stuff, you all spent about $7 million on me if you add it all up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And to not get anything back beyond the service, when you see a veteran on a park bench, how much money did you spend? How much money? Like we should be getting everything we can out of them. There's no.
Well, no. Hold, wait. You already got everything you can out of it. You should now be paying him back. For everything that he did. It's not getting this is what they deserve for what they've done for our country.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we just send how many billions of dollars to another country, and we are sitting here struggling for veterans to get paid. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But the thing about it is that the United States military is the only organization in the country that's literally represented by every ethnic group in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Like
some more than others,
and they make up less than 1% of the population, but they do 100% of all the fighting. And so I think for me, when we look at the things that were happening, because what got me involved was, bro, hey y'all, I got 4 friends who attempted suicide and 3 were successful. That's not like I'm like it's real. They mail us those pills, y'all. Did y'all know that the VA is the largest opioid customer in the country?
Oh, I hear you, man. I have real bad back issues, and all they want to do is give me like drugs for it, pain medications and stuff, and not deal with the problem.
And Mark, they mail that shit now. They passing them pills out at the VA like it's candy, bro.
And they making a fortune off of it too.
Yeah, they are. Like it's crazy that that veteran suicide, that shit is real. And in New Jersey, you know what's real? Here in New Jersey, and Game Time could tell you, cops kill themselves a lot here. A lot.
It's fact because my brother, he did 25 in the Navy, and they UPS that stuff to him.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, Mark. Like when I outside of Like this right here, getting to argue with y'all and everything like that, it literally is my getaway.
Therapy?
Because of what I deal. Yeah, it's my therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You get the authentic me. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not, but to be honest with you, on a regular everyday outside of the business and trying to prop up this industry in the state of New Jersey, this veteran shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, we appreciate everything that you've done, bro. You know, I give you a hard time. I cuss you out and everything else and all that, but you're good people.
Right. And don't stop, because that means they're regular. I like that. Don't stop. Don't none of y'all stop being the way that y'all are. Because if y'all wasn't, I knew something was wrong. I would think something was off. We all a little crazy. I mean, I feel y'all know how I feel about my squad. I'm not going to sit there and let y'all say just any old thing, and I'm not going to say nothing back, and vice versa.
Like Kellen Moore is going to tear it up,
right?
And,
vice versa. Yeah,
Kellen Moore is just going to destroy.
But at the end of the day, I promise you, when I'm inside that state house, I swear to God, y'all be so proud. I represent, because as a veteran, when I get in front of those senators and those assembly folks and whatnot, they give me an extra moment or two when they say thank you for your service. And whenever that happens, I gotta have my talking points. Like I gotta be like blah 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? And so that's where all this my ability to effectively communicate. That's where it comes from, because I'm accustomed to being in environments where the operational tempo was so fast. You may only get one chance to call home for help. You know what I'm saying? It's
You're
real.
right about
I've
that.
done that. You know what I'm saying? I was a part of General Petraeus' comms package. I worked for Admiral Mike Mullins. You know what I'm saying? These were my bosses for real. And my ability to properly enunciate my words and everything like that, it was a learned skill because it was critical in certain situations that I have seen. That's why I tell y'all, I learned the biggest lesson I learned about my deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan is that it is much easier to bring down a government than it is to actually run one. Be careful who you put into those seats of power, because me and you can say whatever the hell we want to say, but when you get in them seats of power, your decision making become different real quick.
You're changing people's lives.
Yeah, man. Mark, listen, I don't care what your lot in life is. There are some decisions that have to be made you just don't want to be a part of. Like, you don't want to. You have to be a bit of a narcissist in a way. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just, based off of my experiences, and I'm telling y'all, I've seen some shit. I worked at the Pentagon for about 4 years, and then I was a contractor in Iraq and Afghanistan. So I've seen, being on battle staff and everything like that, because I was a satellite microwave communicator. That's what I did. And then I translated that into advocacy over here when my friends started offing themselves. And they didn't have access to the same things that I have access to in terms of cannabis and not having to be on them opioids and just trying to get it. That shit is scary, bro.
Yeah, you imagine all those guys coming home from World War II. They didn't have zero support. They had no support.
Nothing, man.
I ain't gonna front, dog. Like, I be sitting there thinking, like, first of all, did y'all know it's not called PTSD anymore? You know what it's called now?
What's it called?
Just PTS. They dropped the D. It's just PTS, post-traumatic stress. That's it. That's the new terminology. But when you think about where Wade is talking about, listen, my uncle Mike Byard, is from Lawrence, New Jersey, okay? And he is in a couple of books from this guy named John Stryker. He was Special Forces Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? When Henry Kissinger was on Capitol Hill lying to Congress, telling them that we wasn't in Southeast Asia, my uncle was a part of that unit that was running, counter operations in Southeast Asia. And he's in some books, and I'll send you the link. I'll send you the pictures, Mark, so you can see who I'm talking about. But this is a bad dude. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
And that's why I tell people Norman Schwarzkopf is not the baddest person to come out of Lawrence, New Jersey. It's a man named Mike Byers.
Mike Byers. All right. Well, with that being said, we got to get ready to roll up out of here because I got some things I got to do that will involve you guys. And so be looking out for that. Definitely check out Cowboy Joe Boo. And because Leo said it looked like ass, I sent a picture of Leo to my wife and said, Cowboy Mafia-ize him.
No. Mark, no.
Yes.
Mark, no.
Yes.
No. No, Mark. No.
Ooh.
No.
Yes, we're gonna do you like that, Leo.
Oh, Mark. No. I would, Mark.
Leo, we gonna do you.
Fine, man, just fine. Hey, dig it. We
Okay.
two-timers, man. We gonna get out of here, boy.
Shots
I'm gonna
fired,
see you in the
basically.
hospital. We gonna get a
Shots
high,
fired, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's nothing but love there, bro. All right, good people. We gonna get out of here, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.
You know, I am not a smart man.
Yeah,
and after reading all the things that I've been reading about the Eagles today,
Don't go anywhere.
I am even dumber than I was this morning. That's right. It is getting harder and harder to calculate the calculations of the cornbread because I can't do math and I can't remember numbers. I'm getting